guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And today, if you guys, is a bit of a depressing video, I guess, for some. We're talking about physical media. So, this is kind of a strange topic that's kind of been going around for a while now, and we're kind of seeing these patterns around the world. I guess really in the United States and other countries that have like a ton of Blu-rays in them, because not every country has a bunch of Blu-rays, I'm assuming. I don't know. But especially here in the US, there are a ton of Blu-rays, right? We've got VHSs, we've gotten freaking CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, Steelbooks, and as you guys know, I am a massive collector of physical media, right? I have a ton of, practically all my video games are in disc form, because, you know, I like to look at the covers and all that. I have the disc drive on my Series X and all that. I want to try to get a PS5, so I'm going to be getting a lot of physical stuff for that. But, you know, I just like to look at the covers. I guess I'm old-fashioned that way. I was born in '98, so, you know, maybe that's just because I'm older. I'm 24. Maybe you guys that are younger than me only do digital. I don't really know. I do have some digital things. However, you know, physical media in terms of video games, I like that a lot more. Just to look at, for example, the one thing I just found right here, Adventures of Tintin Season 1. You know, this kind of stuff, this is what I mean. Like, I like looking at the covers. I like looking at the back covers. I like to, you know, see the discs and all that fun stuff. I don't know. I just like collecting these things and the way I put them on the shelf. You know, it says Season 1 right, or, yeah, Season 1 right there. You know, just kind of stacking them. I just kind of like doing that. I have a lot of different cabinets full of video games and movies and all that. And recently we've been, you know, kind of starting a bit of a, I guess, decline. And you can give this an argument for books and all that too. But specifically for me, at this channel, I'm talking about CDs, video games, and movies and TV shows and all that. So, you know, you look at stuff like Ninjago, for example, right? Ninjago is my favorite show, my favorite franchise of all time. You guys know that. And I love collecting the show. However, in the US, they have the Lego Ninjago movie, obviously, and the Lego Ninjago movie video game, and all that. But in terms of the show, you know, you have Ninjago Seasons 1 to 8 on DVD. Now, for any Ninjago fan, obviously, Ninjago goes to Season 15. And then you have Dragons Rising, which is the sequel show. So with that, you know, Ninjago's only had Season 1 to 8 on DVD. Where's Season 9 to 15 on DVD? I don't effing know. I don't think anyone knows. They just didn't make them. And it really pisses me off because I love collecting these things. Shows like Adventure Time and Adventure Time, the entirety of Adventure Time, that whole original show, Seasons 1 to whatever, 8, 12, whatever. All of that is on DVD. You can find the complete show on DVD. Invader Zim, complete show on DVD. SpongeBob SquarePants, we have Seasons 1 to 12 on DVD. And in fact, Season 13 is coming out on DVD on December 5th, which is really friggin' cool. It's been about a year or so since Season 12 released, and I was getting kind of nervous. Oh man, are we getting more SpongeBob DVDs? Same exact day as Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. We'll get to that in a minute. And then you have, of course, Regular Show, one of my favorite shows of all time as well. I'm currently doing a rewatch just for myself, but you want to have time to watch it. But that specifically, you have Seasons 1 to, I believe, here in the US, it's Seasons 1 to 3. That's it. And there's like 8 or 9 seasons. So, freaking, I've had Seasons 1 to 3 since they came out in 2011, and I had to buy myself, listen to this, I had to buy myself a region-free Blu-ray player from eBay for like $80 friggin' or whatever it was. And then I had to go on eBay or eCreator or Etsy or any kind of store like that, and I had to buy Regular Show Seasons 4 through 8, you know, the rest of the show from Australia, and plug that into my DVD, because I found this out the hard way. DVDs have like a region code, so that Tintin DVD I showed you, that Blu-ray or that DVD won't work in a Blu-ray player or DVD player in a different country, right? Each country or region has their own code. I didn't know that, and I found that out the hard way until I ordered a Ninjago DVD from some random Chinese website, and it didn't work, and I was like, what? You know, and it was just, you know, that's the noise I made. And basically from that, I was like, okay, what do I do now? And that's when of course, you find eCreator and Etsy and all that, because now you get stuff like Netflix and Disney Plus and Hulu and ESPN or whatever, or freaking HBO Max and all these other streaming services, Paramount Plus. Obviously it's a streaming service, so look at Netflix, you know, or I guess Disney Plus, right? You have shows like Andor or The Bad Batch or Moon Knight. You know, those are not on Blu-ray. Normally, you have to go to Disney Plus and watch them digitally, right, through your subscription service. And that's all well and good, except when you don't have any damn good internet, and you see the buffering screen more than you do the actual content you paid to watch. I'm just saying. But with that out of the way, that's when eCreator and Etsy come in. Now, I don't necessarily recommend it completely, but I do use eCreator and I do use Etsy. They are legit. I've never gotten screwed on a deal. And yeah, you're basically on those websites. You can buy Moon Knight. You can buy The Mandalorian Season 3. You can buy Ahsoka. You can buy Ninjago Dragons Rising Part 1. You know, you can buy these things. Now, yeah, people in their effing basement make them, so it technically is legal because you're paying tax. It's a legal thing. It's a real website. It's not like some back alley, you know, the back rooms type of BS, you know what I mean, behind an alley or whatever, behind the Burger King at 2 in the morning, you know, here's a Blu-ray, here's your Lego Blu-ray, you know what I mean, it's not like that, it's legit, but it just sucks that I have to go to that, you know what I mean, and obviously if a Blu-ray or movie comes out here, obviously I'm going to buy that, but shows like, you know, I'm a massive Star Wars fan, as you guys know, I'm a collector, so they're never going to effing release half of these things. I know they released Loki and The Mandalorian or whatever, but I don't know why they don't do that to everything. I just don't understand. I get why, because streaming services need to make money, but as a practical and concrete owner of these physical Blu-ray and DVD and video game boxes, it really does suck that it's kind of going down the wayside. Now that brings me to Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the 5th and final Indiana Jones film. This movie came out in June, and it's coming out on Blu-ray December 5th, the same day as that SpongeBob DVD. I don't know why the hell it went from June to December. Most Blu-rays or DVDs come out like 2 to 3 months. This is like June, July, August. This is like 6 or 7 months. It's freaking nuts. I don't know why they did that. Indiana Jones 5 is already on streaming services. Right? You can watch it digitally. But in terms of DVD and Blu-ray, Steelbook, whatever, you gotta wait till December 5th. I think that is kind of BS, and I do think it is a way for them to kind of test the waters and kind of see, you know, will people buy these movies digitally and not really care about the physical? In fact, that brings me to one of the last points here. Best Buy, they are no longer serving practical, or I guess physical, DVD and Blu-ray as of the beginning of 2024. They are not doing it. In fact, they're just stopping it altogether, and that frickin' sucks. Because the internet is rising, which is a good thing, but it's also rising, which could be a bad thing. Because again, for nostalgic people like myself, I love Blu-rays and DVDs and video games. I don't like collecting, I don't like buying video games digitally. I just don't. It just feels weird. Because sometimes, you know, they delist a game and they're like, oh, I can't play it. You know what I mean? Or something like that. If I have a disc, I own that disc. You know what I mean? If I want to watch Moon Knight, I'm not going to watch it on Disney Plus. I mean, I watched it on Disney Plus. But if I want to rewatch it, I'm going to buy the friggin' Blu-ray from eCreator. You know why? Because there's no buffering. You can watch it offline. Unless you have power, you know what I mean? But you don't need internet to watch a Blu-ray. It makes no sense how they're just stopping physical media. It really does stink. And we're kind of getting to that point where, yeah, we're getting the new SpongeBob, we're getting the new Indiana Jones, we're getting things, but when they do all of Adventure Time and only 3 seasons of regular show, or only 8 seasons of Ninjago, I don't understand it. Because Sons of Garmadon, when that season came out, I bought it from Target day 1. They were almost sold out day 1. DVDs and Blu-rays still sell. They're not like VHS. I know we're getting to that point, but it's not at that point yet. So please, whoever's making these Blu-rays and DVDs, keep doing it, please, because I need it. You know what I mean? I'm a huge collector. I love showcasing all my hauls and my giant Star Wars Blu-ray collection or whatever, my giant MCU collection that I have, or just, you know, different TV shows I like SpongeBob, like regular show, like Adventure Time. And yeah, you can buy these things through, you know, the Australian thing and just plug it in a region-free Blu-ray player. But just the fact that you have to do that, you have to go on Etsy or eCreator to buy Blu-rays you want because you're a collector, it just stinks that you have to resort to that. Why don't they just release it normally? Again, I know people love the internet, right? People love streaming services. It's easy, it's convenient, but for collectors, it's kind of on the wayside, and that kind of sucks. So tell me down below in the comments what you think about all this stuff. Are you a collector of physical media? Are you bummed that we're kind of exiting that, I guess, era, and we're kind of moving toward an online-only thing? Again, that kind of brings me back to the whole offline bots and Call of Duty and just shooters in general. You know, online-only games have an expiration date, and when no one's playing the new, you know, when no one's playing Modern Warfare 2 2022, you can put on bots. And they're not the best bots in the world, but the bots work, you know what I mean? They do what they do. And it's the exact same thing here, you know what I mean? If your internet goes down, you can't watch the new episode of Loki or whatever, you know what I mean? You can't watch the new episode of Rey Skywalker, the series, you know, which please make that. You know what I mean? You can't do that But with a physical disc, you can always watch it. Again, you need to have power, obviously, but, you know, it just kind of sucks that we're kind of leaving that wayside, and we're just kind of, oh, we'll just buy the Kindle. It started with the freaking ebooks, you know what I mean? Now we're on to the streaming services. It just feels weird, and I know it's progress, but sometimes we gotta halt progress, because, man, I sure do like collecting physical media. But again, tell me down below what you think about all this stuff. Are you happy that we're leaving the physical side, or are you like me? Do you really just like collecting things and like showing them off and just kind of looking at the covers? Because, again, kind of old-fashioned, and I can't really step out of view because I won't be able to center myself and it'll look weird. But take my advice. I got a bunch of video games right there. I just can't reach them. But this, again, to bring this up again, I like this, like collecting these. It's fun, you know what I mean, to stack them up and make a little collection for yourself and just to read the back cover, put the disc in, and know you're watching a good time. Unless the disc is scratched, then you're really effed. But you know what I mean. But if you keep good care of the discs, it should work. But again, I'm kind of mad about this, and I wish we could go back. At least we're getting SpongeBob. At least we're getting Dial of Destiny. You know, Evil Dead Rise, John Wick Chapter 4. All these movies that are coming out, we're still going to be getting physical media. But in terms of TV shows, it's really on the decline. And I kind of have a bad feeling about this in terms of the future of physical media. I hope it doesn't die, and I hope it continues to thrive. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.